A Porsche has never just been a car. It's been a promise. A promise of a flat six scream, a steering wheel that talks back, and a machine that rewards skill, not convenience. Cars like the 911 didn't just define Porsche. They trained generations of drivers on what a Porsche should feel like. That expectation lives deep in the collective unconscious of car culture. And that's important because when Porsche went electric, they weren't just changing engines. They were challenging a belief system. The Taycan was Porsche's first real leap into the electric future. On paper, incredible. Fast, stable, technologically impressive. But the market reaction was complicated. Porsche leadership openly admitted later that electric adoption, especially at luxury prices, was slower than expected. Sales cooled, margins tightened, and the original plan, making EVs the majority of Porsche sales by 2030, quietly disappeared. The Taycan didn't fail as a car, but it exposed a hard truth. Being good at EVs isn't the same as being wanted as an EV. And that realization set off a chain reaction inside Porsche's leadership. This is where the CEO enters the story. Oliver Blume, Porsche's CEO, and also the CEO of Volkswagen Group, made a rare public admission. Electrification was taking longer than planned, and Porsche could not force customers to buy electric sports cars. Blume explicitly stated that Porsche would now let customer demand decide the pace of electrification, keep combustion engines and hybrids alive longer, and abandon rigid EV targets in favor of flexibility. Translation: the all-electric vision hit reality. Behind the scenes, the pressure was intense. Profit warnings, slowing China sales, investor frustration after Porsche stock lost a massive chunk of its value post-IPO. This wasn't ideological resistance to EVs, it was economic survival. Then came the leadership shakeups. Key executives tied to Porsche's electrification and software push resigned or were replaced as the company restructured its strategy. Notably, software and battery ambitions were scaled back, including abandoning plans for in-house battery production. In Germany, this hit a nerve. Porsche isn't just a company, it's a symbol of German engineering pride. As EV mandates tightened across Europe, German politicians and industry leaders started pushing back, warning that jobs were at risk, European brands were being squeezed, and Chinese EV manufacturers were moving faster, cheaper, and with fewer legacy constraints. Porsche's struggle became part of a bigger national debate. Is Europe forcing electrification faster than its own champions can realistically handle? Europe's EV mandate was supposed to be simple: no new combustion cars by 2035. But politics softened it. Instead of a total ban, automakers must now meet a 90% emissions reduction target, allowing hybrids, synthetic fuels, and limited combustion engines. For Porsche, this was a lifeline. It meant they didn't have to kill the 911's engine overnight or bet the brand entirely on EVs. But it also created a paradox. The mandate helps Porsche by buying time, but it hurts Porsche by reducing urgency, while Chinese EV makers keep improving rapidly. So Porsche is now threading a needle. Comply with regulation, protect heritage, stay profitable, and somehow stay emotionally relevant. That's not an engineering problem anymore. That's a leadership problem. So here's the uncomfortable conclusion. Porsche didn't lose because EVs are bad, and it didn't lose because engineers failed. Porsche struggled because the market moved unevenly, regulation moved politically, and customer emotion didn't move at all. An electric Porsche can feel incredible, but Porsche learned the hard way that identity changes slower than technology. The brand's future now isn't electric versus combustion, it's about translating feel, regardless of powertrain. And whether that gamble works will define Porsche's legacy for the next generation. So what do you think? Did Porsche read the future wrong, or did the future change faster than anyone expected? Drop your take below, hit subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.